I don't know if it's because it's March 1st or if it's just because it's a little warmer out, but I decided today's the day to start some lettuce. So we need to get the lettuce planter ready, which is going to be this box that we found. It's something that was used for shipping, non-treated wood. I drilled 1/2-inch holes into the box, and we're going to use this as our planter today. We've got 3 of these boxes on our property. We got them for free, so we are going to be upcycling. I filled the bottom of it with some dried grasses and things that I had just cut. Actually, these were all dead plants in the area that I'm going to be culling my garden, and I wanted to give it some really good drainage. So I want to save some soil, and this is a great way to do it, filling the bottom of our planter with something other than soil, but it's going to break down and it's going to give all of those nutrients back to the soil. Our next layer is going to come from our compost pile. Our compost pile has been here since September. Things are growing in it, which means at least it's something good to grow in. And not everything's broken down yet. So I dug down into the middle of the pile and into the bottom of the pile and pulled out the soil that was most done. And we're just going to use it. We're going to go for it. All of this organic matter is going to break down eventually and add more nutrients to our soil. I am picking out some of the larger things that are in here, some of the plants that have started to grow, just to keep them out of my soil, but I will be paying attention and weeding as I go. So I got this pack of soil at Walmart. I actually got 2 of them so I can do 2 different beds with it. It turns out that 1 pack works perfectly for the bed the way that I'm doing them. But they are compressed, so it's like 2 bags in one. It's got a handle on top. It's super easy to carry. They're not really heavy, so they're perfect for anybody. It's really compact, so you really have to break it up good. There's no way you're growing straight out of the bag on this. There's nowhere for the roots to go. So make sure you break it up. But once you get it broken up, the soil is really good soil, and it's got a lot of really good organic material in it. And then once you pour it into the bed, you've got some breaking up that needs to be done. You can see there's some chunks of soil. And so I'm just going in with my hands, breaking it all up, making sure that it's not too compact. And then the directions on the bag actually tell you to mix it 1-to-1 ratio with your soil. So we're mixing it with that compost material that we created and all of that organic material, and just giving it a really good mix. This is also breaking it up. It's giving me an opportunity to find any more big pieces that were in my compost. They'll go back into the compost until they break down just a little bit further. So for those of you who have a little bit more patience than I do and really want to have some nice soil from your compost, if your compost isn't quite done, you can always create a sifter through a wood frame and some mesh wire. I'll be doing that soon, and I'll make sure I share it here on our channel, so make sure you subscribe to see that. But it'll save you from having to find things like ginger in your compost pile. So now I'm just gonna flatten it all out, make sure it's nice and even to get ready to plant all of our lettuces. The first lettuce that we're putting in is a Butter Crunch Bib lettuce. I love Bib lettuces, you guys. These are so yummy, and they're a little bit sweeter. Perfect in a salad or a sandwich. So I am planting 6 of these in this planter. Because we will be harvesting directly from this planter to use in our kitchen, I am actually planting them a little bit closer, and I decided to move them a little bit closer after I planted them the first time, because I'm going to be thinning them out, and I can thin them as I go. Our next lettuce is romaine lettuce. This is probably the most common lettuce that we use in our house. Mostly because it goes with everything, but also because they sell them in the store in big packages. And we don't want to buy store-bought lettuce anymore, so we're planting our own. After our romaine lettuce, I put in a red leafed lettuce to add some color and some extra nutrients to salads and sandwiches and anything we make with lettuce. I'm also going to be planting a couple of these closer to the house so that we have easier access to them. Our garden is a couple of acres away from the house, and I don't want to walk over there every day to get lettuce. So I'm going to do the red leaf and the kale up by the house as well. The final plant that I'm putting into this planter is my kale, and kale's gonna grow pretty big from what I've seen. I've never grown kale before, and I haven't used it very much, to be completely honest. So if you guys have any recipes for kale that you want to share down below, leave them in the comments. I'm definitely gonna need them. So this bed took me like an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to complete from start to finish, drilling holes in the bottom of it, filling it with material, and then getting the plants planted. It is so easy when you've got starter plants to plant a bed in a short period of time. I do have some more beds to do, and I've got some more beds that I need to build because 3 beds is not going to be enough. Alright guys, I know I look like a hot mess right now. I can take this thing off, I guess. Oh, and my sunglasses because it's no longer sunny outside. Alright, so I'm super excited. I got my first bed at this house up. I gotta get it watered, and then I'll come back out here tomorrow. Actually, it's supposed to rain over the next couple days, so this might just be the perfect time to plant it because I won't have to worry about watering it over the next couple of days. So, all right, I'm gonna go plant some more stuff. It's dark out and I'm gardening. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day.